A house with grounds so sprawling, the property contains its own hotel. Plus, you'll meet an Ohio man designing, creating, and manufacturing his own jewelry line reflective of the Lake Erie lifestyle. And it's perhaps the swankiest business to ever swing its doors open in Fremont, Ohio. We're going to take you to Vibe Hot Yoga and show you the spectacular spa menu services. I'm Josie Kohler. It's all coming up on this episode of Josie in Paradise. I'm Josie Kohler, and you're watching Josie in Paradise. We're at a home here in Catawba Cliffs that has as many thrills to rival Cedar Point. Joining us is realtor Nancy Dunlap. She has the listing, and she's with Bolte Real Estate. Nancy, thank you so much for being here.
And thank you for coming to this wonderful place on the lake on Catawba.
I am just smitten with the community that I have seen. It's gated. I did not know it was back here, even though I grew up 30 minutes down the road. And I'm just sitting here enjoying watching the Miller Ferry come in, all the boating activity, plus the sailboats and jet skiers. This truly is what the show is about. This is paradise.
That's right. It truly, truly is. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And people come here from all over. A lot of people think it's just someone local, but it's from all over, from Florida, California, and they find their paradise here for the summer.
Nancy was a commuter to Key West for years until her son began school, and she has been part of the real estate community since 1980. So that makes her an expert on home features and why you should invest in a piece of property. And this particular home at 4854 Cliff Road certainly is not short on any amenities.
And no, it is not. There's 3,800, almost 3,900 square feet in the main house. There is a carriage house over the garage, which we eventually will get to. But there's something for every family member and guest to enjoy here.
Nancy, I think everyone is just curious to learn about the decadent amenities in this home. Why don't you walk us through the rooms?
I would love to. This kitchen is a to die for kitchen. It is something that most people don't even think about, having living area and kitchen where you can sit, talk while you're cooking, while you're baking, while you're grilling inside. There are so many nice little nooks in here, and I'd love to take you through.
Okay, can you tell me about the living space? It appears that there's more than one family room.
There is, and this home was built in 1927, the original part. So it was added on to in the 1980s and also in the 2000s, and we'll see that as we walk through. There's a lower level living room. There is a family room off the kitchen here that we're sitting in. And then there's another family room off of the other side of the kitchen with a bar and entertaining facility.
And I have noticed that if a professional comes out here, an executive with their family, there's also workspace.
There's a wonderful office with a little garden area off of the back of it, which leads into actually a first floor master suite.
Okay, and I know that we're going to go outside and we're going to talk about the carriage house. Could we also refer to a carriage house as a mother-in-law suite?
You could, but this is a very large carriage house living area. So yes, it would be a mother-in-law suite. It could be a children's suite. It could be family members coming to stay and deciding to stay all summer, probably.
Yes, I think once you touch this property, you touch the property line, you aren't going to want to leave. How many acres are these two structures nestled on?
It is approximately an acre and a quarter. However, it seems much larger because behind is a Catawba park. So nothing will be built behind, and obviously the front is the lake.
Nancy, when people buy real estate, oftentimes it can be a gamble. I think if someone were to purchase this property, I think it would be really tough to say that it's a gamble and you could possibly lose your money, because this is really a treasure.
It is a treasure because this is a very unique home for this area, with the fact that we have the main house and then the guest house. There's a little pond. There is also a fire pit. And so there's a lot of things here that a lot of other homes do not have in the cliffs.
Well, we've taken a look at the inside, and we are going to go and touch on all of the nooks and crannies that are nestled around the exterior of this $1.5 million home in Catawba Cliffs. I'm Josie Kohler, and you're watching Josie in Paradise. I'm Josie Kohler, and you're watching Josie in Paradise. We've taken you inside this $1.5 million listing here in Catawba Cliffs. Joining me is the listing realtor, Nancy Dunlap of Bolte Real Estate, and we are going to talk about the extensive plot of land that this home and the carriage house is nestled on.
And this truly is a lifestyle here. This is the lake. It's on an acre and a quarter. And it has the main home is 3,900 square feet, and the carriage house has a 2,400 square foot living space above the 4-car garage. And there's so much here, and I hope you're going to enjoy walking through with us.
Nancy, for everyone watching at home around the nation, why don't you share with us why this particular neighborhood is a treasured part of America that most people really don't know about? It's really never been explored.
The Cliffs is a gated community, and it was developed in 1921, I believe. And there's approximately 225 property owners here. So some people have bought multiple lots and put homes on, which is what this home is. And there are parks here. There is a Pebble Beach. There is a little treasure at the end of the street here outside the gate, Dairy at the Dock, that everybody loves to go get ice cream in the evening. You'll see a little parade down to that. But there's so much here, and many people don't get in here because it is gated.
Mm-hmm. And this is dovetailed with North America's premier club,
the Catawba Island Club, which is a marina and club golf course. And it is an amazing golf course that's been redone and is truly a gem itself.
When I first walked into the home, you said, really, your life is going to be right outside here. And I can see right behind us, Nancy, there's an umbrella, patio-covered table, and a nice little place to sit out there and enjoy your beverages or your iced tea.
It's an oasis. I mean, you sit here and whatever you thought, if you may have been having a bad day, it's no longer a bad day here.
certain anytime you're visiting an island destination is that you want to take home a little token of your experience. We are here at the port of the Jet Express, is downtown Port Clinton, and joining me now is Val Fowley. He is the owner of True Love Jewelry.
Yes, thanks, Josie.
Val, so you have a really interesting and eclectic collection of jewels and gems that are reflective of this region. Can you tell me about some of the pieces that we see here in the case in front of us?
Yes, what we did is we designed pieces for the area, which would be mostly the islands and all of the tourist areas that everyone loves to go visit. For example, the Port Clinton Lighthouse, which is our latest addition that we put out here on the counter. There's actually a foundation, and we actually give money back to the foundations also, to help the restoration of these landmarks.
Who are some of your jewelry designers?
Believe it or not, we are the jewelry designers. All the stuff is manufactured in Bucyrus, Ohio, which is about an hour south of here, which happens to be my factory. So I manufacture the stuff and sell it to myself, and then I bring it to the public.
Val, you are the designer as well?
Correct. But the islands, all we did is just copied the map of the island. So that was not a lot of design work. But, and then the artwork came from the lighthouse. But the other pieces, yes, I designed the other pieces.
Oh my gosh, that is so neat. So you have actual jewels that can be worn around the neck and on the wrist that reflect Middle Bass Island, South Bass. Tell me more.
Correct. Well, we had a guy that just came in a week ago, and he wanted everything in 14 karat yellow gold, but he wanted diamonds to where the monument and where the downtown area was. So we made the piece to his specifications, which was actually pretty cool, and it came out very, very beautiful. And we do that for everyone that walks in the door from all over the country, actually.
Okay, and Val, who is walking in the door? Are you seeing the locals? Is it the everyone that's coming off the Jet Express from South Bass Island?
Surprisingly, it's a plethora of everything. We had customers in here from Texas, Missouri, Arkansas, Florida, and I asked them, I go, do you have family in the area? They said, no, they just came up here to see the Great Lakes. And this happens to be the garden area, so they picked Port Clinton because of the islands. So, and we have everything. Everybody comes from Cleveland, Cincinnati, Indiana, so we do have the surrounding demographics also that come in here and shop.
Jewelry shopping equates to pure pleasure shopping and is a gift you can give yourself that has the potential of being enjoyed by offspring and those you care about.
And you can pass it down from generations and tell your story behind it. It's because it's precious metals, number one, so it's going to last forever.
Precious metals capturing precious memories of recreation on the water, adventures on the islands, and the greatest catches.
We have the bonefish necklace. That's a walleye. We actually have a walleye pendant over here also. Mm-hmm. So there is pieces in here that reflect what comes out of the lake.
I'm Josie Kohler, and you're watching Josie in Paradise. Don't go away because we are going to take you inside the yoga studio of Vive. That's all coming up. There is a deadening, dark social crux that goes along in all of the communities as well. Domestic violence. If you're being abused, call 1-800-799-SAFE. Get out. Your abuser needs help. Most likely the abuse will not stop. It will only become worse.
Domestic violence affects all walks of life. Also, domestic violence has a trickle-down effect that many people don't look at. Domestic violence can affect not only the abuser and the person being abused, but also all other family members, especially if children are witness to it. Remember that quite often, children who witness domestic violence and abuse become abusers themselves. If you are a victim of domestic violence or any type of abuse, I encourage you to please call your local law enforcement agency. In Ottawa County, feel free to call my office, the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office. If it's an emergency, call 911. If it's not an emergency and you just need help, you need someone to speak with, our non-emergency number is 419-734-4404. And please give us a call. We will try to do everything we can to get you in touch with the people who can help you.
As
promised, we are here at one of my favorite hideaways on the coastal Ohio Trail. We are at Vive Salon and Yoga Studio in Fremont. This salon offers 27 yoga classes a week. We're going to hear from the owner and the instructor, and we're also going to take you into the basement so you can experience a hot yoga class, plus show you all the salon services. It's all coming up on Josie in Paradise. Tell me how yoga actually segues into beauty.
That's the whole motto of the salon, beautiful on the inside and outside. So when you feel good, you look good, it all translates.
With a steamy schedule of close to 30 classes per week, there aren't any conscious excuses to miss a workout. There's hot.
We do more of a hatha style or a vinyasa flow. It's more of an active workout. You're getting a good sweat in. The room is about 104 degrees, 50% humidity.
And aromatherapy are both offered.
So if you want more of an active paced workout, you got it. If you want a slow flow and just zen out, then you can do that as well in the aroma classes.
This is the true underground, everyone. I'm taking you down in the basement of Vive Salon. I have my yoga mat, a hand towel, a shower towel, and a glass of water. And I just washed all the makeup off of my face.
It's a little bit of a shock, and then they get their sweat going and they get addicted really quick.
Yogi's Detox builds stamina, endurance, agility, and balance.
When you're doing the yoga, you're getting the deep muscles that are attached to like the bones and ligaments, so you're getting a deeper stretch. You're creating that nice elongated muscle versus a rounded muscle.
Vibe's schedule nicely stacks a restorative aromatherapy session after the hot.
If you really want to reap the rewards of this studio, bring some clothes to change into. I am drenched in sweat after about 30 minutes of hot yoga, but I always change my clothes in the bathroom so then I can head back downstairs for rejuvenation aromatherapy and just enjoy the relaxation that yoga has to offer.
So you get your active workout in, but then you also just kind of leave, feeling nice and peaceful and relaxed.
Restorative poses are held for 5 to 10 minutes so the muscles can open up. Supported child's pose. Supported goddess. And boat pose all encourage the yogi to open one's heart, be open to opportunity, and be supported by life and everything it has to offer.
Close your eyes, open your arms out to the side. Okay, Star, what do you have here? Welcome in. So this is our massage room. This is where we do most of our special services.
From massage, which I like to do after hot yoga, to microblading.
We also do facials, permanent makeup, microblading.
An intricate spa service similar to tattooing makeup, but in this case, the eyebrow area is meticulously penned with individual strokes to fill in the sparse eyebrow areas. A 2-hour-plus procedure, which can last for up to 3 years for a dramatic look. The brows then dovetail with the other trend, eyelash extensions.
I really believe in it, and I feel beautiful.
So now when I wake up, I don't feel like I have to put any makeup on because I just feel like the eyelashes make my whole face better.
There's more to today's beauty trends.
So this is our second salon station. This is Bree and Evelyn finishing up their color.
Roll balayage off of your tongue.
And what is your natural hair color?
A darker blonde, like a dirty blonde.
Oh, okay. Evelyn, this is quite the trend where the highlights are not starting at the roots, they're actually at the bottom, giving more of a sun-kissed look. How long have you been seeing this trend, and how did this even catch on?
Probably for the past couple years. I think it's catching on just because it's so natural and so low maintenance that people are really into that right now. It's instead of doing the traditional highlights, you have to touch those up quite often, but then this way you can go a little longer, and the color still looks pretty as it grows out.
Since she already has a balayage, it's pretty easy to just follow what she already has. The first ones that you do are a little more complex because you have to create the lines and everything. This is our pedicure station. We have some organic scrubs that we hand make, lots of different things to choose from, and then we have the paraffin dip.
We're taking a look at my plain Jane nails. See what kind of rescue
So it looks
they
like you have a
need.
matte color on here right now. These are different nail shapes that you can choose from.
A visual guide from stiletto to square. I usually go with the square, but it just isn't very stylish these days. It isn't very hip or trendy. It's like I'm living in the country.
Almond.
The shape lets others know your style. You're either in or you're out. Here I have these plain Jane nails. I have a feeling that within a month I'm gonna have stiletto nails and is it balayage hair?
Balayage.
Balayage hair.
This is our polygel full nail set. It's a hybrid between an acrylic and a gel nail. Stiletto nails are real popular, also ballet or coffin style. I have on an almond shape right now.
Between the balayage, sculpted nails, and false eyelash extensions, Vive Salon is a one-stop shop where you can look and feel your best. I'm getting into the chair now.
It's a medical grade adhesive, and it goes on top of your own lash. So your lash is bonded to the false lash. You can't even feel it's there. No pain at all.
Yeah, we keep it out in the open so everyone can see all the services, and when they see it, they want it done.
Just to pretend like this.
I am about to chow down on a half-pound of Lake Erie perch here on the Sandusky River at the Takoklebox 2. I'm Josie Kohler, and you're watching Josie in Paradise, the show all about real estate, hotels, hotel amenities, fashion, fitness, spas, and dining. When you're talking about luxury waterfront dining and you find yourself on the Coastal Ohio Trail, you're going to find yourself at the Takoklebox 2. Hi everyone, I'm Josie Kohler, and you're watching Josie in Paradise. This is a family favorite restaurant that's nestled on the banks of Sandusky Bay. Joining me right now, the Sandusky River. Joining me now, we have Danny Stevens. He's the owner of this fine eatery. Hi, Danny.
Hi.
He's just here enjoying a cup of coffee, and we just ordered one of the menu favorites. Why don't you tell me how this menu is comprised? How did we end up with walleye and perch and frog legs on the menu?
Well, we just started about 26 years ago and just went from there.
Over 2 decades of business and 2 main menu items.
We sell a lot of perch. That's what we're known for, is our perch.
And walleye.
But I want to know more about the frog legs.
Frog legs are very good. We have people come in, never tried them. You want to come in and try one, we'll cook it for you. We've had people try them and then they turn around and order them. They are very good.
We don't know where the frogs are from, but we know that you can find them on your dining room table here at the Takoklebox too. Stay with us because I'm going to go in the kitchen right after this. I'm going to make some.
Every item is coated in seasoned Young's breading. Danny Stevens' son's company makes the product. Here on the banks of the Sandusky River, the luxury is that this place is a family affair. Sarita, your grandchildren are just splashing around in the river behind us.
Yep. They do that every day.
The grandchildren are playing in the river. There's a puppy dog with them. We were just in the kitchen making some frog legs. Sarita, what is it about this place besides those 4 items that I just mentioned that just brings all the locals back and anyone in the region time and time again?
The family atmosphere.
In a hidden waterfront location.
It's hard to find. If you ask anybody in Fremont, they know where it is.
An adventure in waterfront dining, accessible via boat, where diners boast about the menu they've discovered.
Now we're going to try out this fine dining element. Comes with French fries and coleslaw, tartar sauce.
No, we certainly didn't stop with the Lake Erie perch. We went on to dish up the frogs from the pond.
And there is your dinner.
We got a little coleslaw, some cocktail sauce, French fries, and half a pound of frog legs. A pound of frog legs. Ribbits. I'm going to go chow down.